county budget. I haven't seen Jody. She'd asked me about 2 weeks ago if we could use any of the ARP money out of the second disbursement of the ARP money to pay for our radio project. Well, the first answer was no, because we incurred that project before the ARP was passed. However, now their answer was no the first time, as I understand it. However, now they've changed that. So we're going to submit the question just to cover our bases.
What I saw was anything after March 2021.
So that'd be 700,000
2020.
that wouldn't have to come out of our general fund.
Come out
It'd come out of the ARP, but second disbursement of the ARP money.
how much again?
So we're rounded up at 700,000, I think, was the radio project. But I'm gonna submit that question so we have it in writing.
Well, the radio project was 1.2 million, not 700,000.
Our half though.
No, our half, $1.2 million.
I'm just going on what Josie told me. She was looking for
We took a
600,000.
loan from Texas Bank for $1.2 million for the radio project.
She gave me 600 and something as the figure she was asking to be funded from ARP, so that's
I
why.
mean, if we can fund it from there, great.
That puts it to
Well, that would be-
$5,454,000.
That would be the second disbursement.
But that's getting, we're halfway through that second.
I'm just kidding,
But now, we got,
total amount.
Shane's is right. There's X amount of dollars, and there's gonna be X squared request.
Yeah, it's gonna be over the.
I said squares.
Yeah, I know what you said. I said that for everybody else.
I'm gonna push for the infrastructure stuff to get it done first. But it's that's where I feel like it can be the most personally, that's my personal opinion. But I'm gonna say something. Oh, but
Well, nobody suggested that.
we also have those new salaries. We're gonna have a lot more of that.
Maybe
Dispatch too. I guess that's all.
maybe that we need to go ahead and do that, not a.
I think we're fixing to have to.
And then all the radio
Be
maintenance.
mandated for these days, so do it and be done with it.
But I would like to take it out of our reserves, not out of the ARP funds, because I think that's gonna be a hard sell to the public, even though it's a legitimate use that's gonna pass the smell test. I would rather, if we're gonna do that with the computer program, just go ahead and invite the bullet and use some of the Gary and the treasurer and all have done such a fantastic job in our investments. We're sitting comfortable. I would rather just take it out of that than ARP funds.
What's that?
The getting rid of net data and going to the other computer program.
Yeah, that's pretty costly.
But I was saying, even though it's a legitimate expense, it's a hard sell to the public.
I would think you'd have to run that by them, because here you're gonna, you're upgrading something you currently have to something better, if you have money to do it with, or that's considered.
Well, and I think it's gonna be also, I mean,
This is a hard, I wish this didn't.
personally, I cannot stand that. I never have liked it. I think it's horrible. But we need to meet with the treasurer, the auditor, and
Everybody buy.
yeah, everybody needs to buy into that. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense to have the sheriff's department on one program, the clerks on a different program, and the auditor and the treasurer. But I mean, that's what we're trying to get away from. And if we don't, I mean, we either fix it or we don't. Don't piecemeal.
Well, Jennifer, we already called the meeting to order so that I could discuss it. Josie, good news. It turns out the 600, or rounded up 700,000 you asked me about for the radio, I'm gonna submit the question, but apparently they've done an about face. And they're saying that we probably could use ARP money to fund that.
That would be most helpful.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get you an answer as soon as I can.
Yes, please.
Did we include in all this, we're gonna start helping pay more over dispatch for is that in this budget? The
Yes.
increases in
Yeah,
dispatch?
Although I got mail Friday, which I
Those
wasn't
numbers
here,
are
but I
back.
opened it this morning, and they're billing us for $70,000 for part of that LCR contract. So I had that same investment we need to talk about. I thought we were.
The city's billing
The city's
us?
billing us.
I thought they had their own contract.
They
We
do.
had our own contract.
The LCR radio is so. So I would bet the most got it this morning looking at it, so I haven't had time to. But they're billing us.
The console, the dispatching part of it or something?
Let's see if I can get Daryl over here.
You and Rand, you get it?
Yeah.
Daryl?
Now, the city pays for that, maybe in that dispatch, what you're talking about.
She's gonna go get it so we can see what exactly it is the bill is for.
Daryl can answer the radio contract.
She went to get the bill so that we can be sure what we're looking at.
No, they shouldn't be sending us bills.
Is it for the radio contract or the dispatch?
That's what we're double
I think it's
checking.
probably dispatch.
The only thing it could be is the dispatch.
Dispatch, which would make sense. Is that through LCR though?
No,
Well, the consoles are, I mean, that's part of the equipment. though.
yeah, equipment, we're paying, I think, for part of the console,
Console.
share of it.
Because we added a console. When I say that, another full set of positions is part of the deal.
Yeah, there's console and 2 interfaces with our type VHF to LCD.
Can you hang out, Daryl, just in case they have other questions?
LCRA billing cost county, $39,549.33. Tower site prep cost, $38,030.40. Total of $77,579.73.
Why would they be billing us for that, Daryl?
Okay, the tower, I think we're paying for 2 towers. The main tower, they're working on now, and then the LCRA tower in the southwest part of the county. The county's paying for both of them.
So, okay. So LCRA sent them a bill and they're sending us a bill for it.
I would suppose. And we may be, I don't remember what the agreement is, but the Round Mountain Tower that the city's using, we may be paying a partial on that.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a letter dated July 29th. Dear Dispatch Center Partnering Agency, enclosed you will find your entity's portion of the current billing of LCRA expenditures and anticipated costs of fiscal year 21-22. For your convenience, we have enclosed several supporting documents as described below. Number 1, total cost and breakdown by entity. Amounts in yellow are the costs that have been paid to date and included with this billing. 2, attachment C from the interlocal cooperation agreement between LCRA and the city of Brownwood, which outlays how the billing from LCRA will occur. 3, exhibit A, table A from the interlocal cooperation agreement between LCRA and the city of Brownwood, which breaks down the site services and equipment costs billed by LCRA. 4, exhibit A, table B from the interlocal cooperation agreement between LCRA and the city of Brownwood, which breaks down the dispatch services and equipment costs billed by LCRA. This amount reduced in calculations by the amount of the grant received from WCTCOG. Number 5, payment information for first installment to LCRA, including copy of check number 243807 and invoice number TC10006646. Number 6, payment information for second installment to LCRA, including copy of check number 245285 and invoice TC10006811. Number 7, interlocal cooperation agreement, which describes the cost-sharing structure for personnel, equipment, and infrastructure between the Brown County entities, Articles 3, A, B, and C. And number 8, personnel costs for 21-22 based upon 2020 calls for service percentage. Additionally, as per the interlocal cooperation agreement, the city of Brownwood shall provide in writing the annual anticipated personnel, equipment purchases, equipment maintenance, and infrastructure costs to the parties at least 60 days prior to the end of the fiscal year. See the anticipated costs below. Then we have worksheet. Brown County, 26.3%, 39,493.33. It just says for LCRA building, it doesn't say. Portions paid directly to LCRA, Round Mountain Dispatch and radios. So of that, 150,377.69, Brown County's portion, 26.3%, 39,549.33.
So what is
That sounds like,
what's the dollar amount that you'd like to take out of our, if we can? It was 600 and something. I
no,
thought.
this is something totally different.
Oh, I know, but
This
it
is
just
like-
reminded me
Oh,
to ask before I forgot. I'm making notes.
It was the radio cost
Right.
of
It was close to 700,000, I think.
Well, it was just this year's amount.
Right.
433, the capital needs.
I thought you gave me 600 and something. I wrote it down somewhere.
Well, we paid multiple amount, I mean, towards the radio, so we can backtrack what we paid on it.
So what would be the total today?
We paid 1 million so far, and then this 400,000 that we paid.
So 1.4,
Yeah.
rounded up. I don't know if we can find that, but I bet we could do the 400,000 out of the ARP if they give us permission. Would that help your,
Well, that would help, yeah. I mean, we just got the figures Friday afternoon, and that's what I was in there doing, and right now we're still sitting 160,000 short.
well, we have a healthy reserve.
If
don't
we
use
crunch
it.
the numbers right, we're at
Yes.
160,000.
Road and flood is gonna be in trouble, so we don't come up on that.
Well, as Gary was just saying also, I have a feeling that I'm gonna submit the question so we have it in writing. And that takes them a few days to answer, but I anticipate, y'all can probably anticipate that being a yes.
Well, we're negative millies, so we're gonna go no until we get a yes.
No, I'm saying a yes that they'll approve it.
Oh, okay, well,
I don't
we'll
think-
change,
I don't
we'll
think
change our
those
numbers
things
when we get it in
will-
writing, but
We
this,
take dispatch already, I mean, our portion of dispatch already.
Under the old system or the new system?
Towers,
this is tower site prep and billing for,
dispatch, she said.
hang on, I'm looking. Round Mountain, that's all it says.
That's tower.
220, okay, total was 557,393. The other entities, that's not the city, which other entities were included in, was 221,724. Dispatch, 374,002, less grant of 169. Other entities which were included in is 80,585.14.
I think that's part of the dispatch equipment. I know we had a grant through the COG for part of the
For
equipment,
part of the equipment, so
furniture.
our balance of that then for equipment, whatever Round Mountain is, 39,549.33. Well, it says tower and site prep going down here is that
What was the total?
There's multiple
There's
towers.
a tower on there.
two in addition to these others? Okay.
I couldn't hear the total. Just-
Oh, I'm sorry. For the Round Mountain Tower dispatch equipment, I guess, is 39,549.33. And our bill for tower site prep is $38,030.40.
That's the one south, north.
Really, they don't identify which one.
No, I mean, there's all these attachments and stuff in here.
I bet that's the Round Mountain Tower. But they're still working on the May Tower, I think. I don't know.
Somebody that knows what's going on with it, want to look at the bill because I don't.
I don't know. Probably you know where now.
And probably the sheriff can answer those questions better. Most of this was all decided before I came on board.
So roughly 77.5.
Is what we're being billed for. 77,579.73 is our total bill from the city.
Can you, I know he's not here now, but can you run that past the sheriff this afternoon? Thank you. We don't have any specific departments listed for the budget discussion, but
I do have a question about the fire departments. Is there any,
Any what?
the fire departments,
changing the funding.
y'all were gonna change the allocation?
So
and
the
y'all-
same dollars are there, but it's just not.
The allocation is gonna be different?
Allocation is gonna be a little different.
Okay.
The bottom line.
The
will be
same
the
dollars, okay.
Pretty much bottom line is.
And we did have the new fire chief elected from North Lake already resigned.
Really?
He's decided to move back to New Mexico.
Well,
So,
there's been some better development since then, I thought.
yeah, it's the acting fire chief now, is
Brian Taylor.
Brian. I can remember, I want to say Dwayne.
Well,
Brian.
they appointed, Jeremy,
He's kind of the interim, Jeremy.
as an interim fire chief till the next election, chief, and he called and talked to me at length, and They've been doing a lot of work, they've cleaned a lot of stuff up, they had a little more trouble with.
I think they're getting stable. I have far less
Yes, they're
concern.
starting, I think they're starting to come around.
Yeah.
Well, time will tell, time will tell. They have another running.
Good news on that front. I don't know how much funding they're gonna give them, but they're financially, they're okay. What, do they got about 40,000?
I think they had,
Oh, you finally found it out?
How much?
wow, I think they had like 22,000 in savings,
And then another,
about 8,000.
But the thing about it is, we talked about this and he's gonna go ahead and earmark that money for him, but we're not gonna release it until,
have you assigned them the radios?
No, sir, and we talked about maybe just handing out a few of the portable radios. Once Shane gets our agreement, we'll make sure we got them signed.
Just don't do them all of them,
so,
or even half of them.
well,
Yeah, we're talking about maybe
we can manage.
5 out of the 10 portable radios.
Their EMS chief and fire chief and assistant chief. Is Scott still a member or did he take a leave?
He's still a member so far. From what I've heard, you know, big adjustment out there.
Yeah, I heard that was happening.
I think it's over the weekend or no, maybe it's Friday, I got a call and talked to Link with Jeremy.
And hearing good things from the other departments that are responding with them.
He was telling me all what they've been doing, what they're doing, what they're getting cleaned up, this done, that done, and going through all the stuff. Finding
Yeah,
all the stuff.
we did have they
Just looking up.
peacefully transferred the financial records, so we have those now.
You didn't have to get sure.
Well, I think sure they've been involved in it. They've got them all. Anyway, but it sounded like things are progressing. Went in the right direction again.
So, yeah, like Gary said, just give them a few quotes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You take your blessings to get it released too.
Well, no, Daryl will all be involved in that, I think. We all feel comfortable with it. But we don't release any funds to them until, we don't release any funds to them until
Right off.
we get a heads up from Commissioner's Court.
I guess I'm anyway, so. I have to May. We don't release funds until May.
By then it may be, by May, it'll be-
They've got enough for fuel and stuff, so they'll be all right.
Do we need anything else other than to figure out how to crunch this numbers?
So I'll get you an answer on
What dates do we need to meet? I
Well,
mean, are we,
the proposed budget, whether it's final or not, has to be online by August 15th, which is a Sunday. So,
so that means you'd go to Monday.
right, so we've got to,
2 more weeks.
yeah, we got 2 more weeks to figure it out.
So
This week and next week.
if we can get the ARP to fund the radio, that'll give you a balanced budget, right?
Well, we only got next week, it's 15. Yes.
So it should, yes, but
Barring.
Did we get a
we've got
final
all the
number?
worksheets.
Did
so-
we get a reprised number from the appraisal district?
Trying to decipher.
We did, but it's new worksheets, new stuff to try to figure out.
Oh, I know, it's like reading stereo instructions.
maybe by next Monday, we'll have a clue there then. You think?
I mean, we've got to because we've
We'll
got
have a
the
better clue
deadline,
what's happening
so,
by Monday.
yeah, I mean,
But we'll get the proposed submitted on time, it's not gonna be an issue.
yeah, because it's proposed, we'll have to do it like it's final, but we are free to make the changes as needed
Because it's a proposed.
because it's a proposed,
Well,
yes. so-
I'll state again, as far as budget requests, I like the transition from that data, but I'm not too sure that ought to come out of ARP. I think maybe we just need to bite the bullet and take that out of our reserve. I think that would. Well,
$1.5 million.
1.3 all, it may not be that much.
All told, it's
It may not be that much.
for them and the other buildings,
Well, yeah, the records,
about $1.5 million.
the records retention.
I wouldn't consider
Not
that.
like out now.
I wouldn't consider that at this point. I would
All told,
consider,
it's about $3 million.
yeah, I would consider.
I think we'll try and get you what we can, but I think you're
Well,
exactly right.
yeah, I mean, everybody wants a piece of pie.
Right.
That's fine.
You don't raise them,
I do want to raise. But I think with everyone else, this time, we're getting big.
That's the other thing is we have our salary hearing tomorrow, and so Judge Smith wanted me to make sure that, because what he's doing, he's already said he's gonna do is what the county's doing, so. If y'all are solid with that, then I can
I'm okay with it.
go in and tell him.
Until we have to start squeezing numbers, we are.
That's what we're doing. If it
Kind of squeeze out somebody.
So 5%,
You
2,000.
okay with that? Okay.
Sorry, what was the question?
Oh, we're just saying that I like the Judge Smith's idea of matching. what the
Well, I
county
think
will.
that's probably fair.
Now, this budget does include, the 4,000 for the deputies that Vance wanted, plus the 4,000 for the beginning jailers.
Well, I think, he wasn't, the money was a wash, he just wanted to make that the new starting salary instead of,
Well, he has it for this year, but he won't, I mean,
as I
we
understood.
have to budget those positions regardless, so that increases his budget in figures.
I thought he just asked to have the starting salary changed,
We did.
but
For
without,
4,000 off.
but I thought he already had the money there, I thought that's how he explained it.
I don't know how we had it now. I mean, when we go through the payroll and increase those amounts, it increases the budget regardless. Plus the fringes and everything.
It was $4,000, right? You said 4,000,
I wanted it for 2,000 plus the $2,000.
bring all the other positions up.
But if we get the ARP, you answered yes, that's still gonna give you a little bit of a cushion and balance. But what's the final number you're working on from the appraisal this year?
What is that? 29,800,000. 29 billion.
And he's got a cushion for appeals, I'm sure.
Is that the taxable, projected taxes?
A couple of these things won't be there maybe next year at least. This radio installation, things that won't be that bad next year, right?
That radio bill's gonna be there for the next.
5 years.
Well, the ones for the tower sites and stuff, that we get billed for the radio installation stuff, that's gonna be recurring. I mean, some of that shouldn't be recurring, that's the initial.
The only recurring should be that monthly maintenance fee, like $17 a rate.
That we included that 7,000.
And then all the dispatch personnel and all that.
Jennifer, I got a little confused. How much do we need out of ARP funds to fund the radios?
Radios for this year,
About 5,000.
about 500,000.
So five.
Not 5,000, Jesse, 500, zero.
I like to keep a running tab on exactly how much of that money was spent, the ARP money. Okay, so I need to get approval if I can for 500,000. And that would put us in the black.
Will we be having a town hall meeting concerning these funds?
Oh, I hope so.
Are you gonna try to set that
Yeah, I
up?
said earlier, I'm gonna see if I can get Adam Street Community to sit on. I think that's an excellent idea.
Okay. we'll go
I'll
back to-
submit the question to Treasury, and sometimes they answer the same day, sometimes it can be a week. Anything else? You got a book over there?
No, we required to it several times.
Read the big chief
I'll post another workshop after next Monday's meeting.
Yes.
That, before I adjourn, anybody, anything? We are adjourned.